Hey everyone, Christina here. I hope you're having a good day. I got my aquamarine on as we're rolling into a Pisces full moon here. Just a couple of days. And we set that off with a lunar eclipse. Okay, here's the deal. Yeah, and we're in Virgo season. So I'm telling you, this energy is very, very interesting. It's asking how you're grounding and stabilizing your spiritual connection with the divine, with the tangible earthly planes. Now, with that said, I was on a live earlier this morning for several hours. It went really well. Thanks everybody for being there. But a theme that kept coming up and people were confirming, people were like in the comments going crazy. I was like, something's off. And so I want to share this collectively because justice reversed. Like a lot of people were saying that there were people that had bribed them to be with them, offered payment to hang out with them, or they had given gifts or payment of some kind and they thought that person was theirs forever then. And we're going to see this highlighted, collective. It's not of God. It's not just. If we share any kind of energy, spirituality, prayer, emotional vulnerability, sexual energy, that does not mean you own somebody. I don't care how much money you have. You don't own other people. What's interesting is this morning, Judgment Upright confirming, on the way to school, I was listening to my music on like repeat, or not repeat, but like the shuffled playlist, like my playlist. And the Elevation Worship song, No Longer Slaves, came on. And my kids were in the backseat like, Mom, so what is a slave? I'm like, great question, kids. My kids are 7 and 5, right? And so we had this whole conversation about like what slavery is and was, and they had great questions. They were like, why would anyone do that? And why would they this? And how do you own somebody? And like, would they buy people? I'm like, yeah, guys. And we were having all this conversation about how that's so awful. It's certain parts of the world that still goes on. And I told them, I said, we can always finish this conversation later, but you got to get to school, And this is how this feels. Like somebody has this inherent belief that they can buy women or men. Like somebody told them, or they had some delusional fantasy that they're going to get their money right and then they get love. If I have a paycheck and I have money, I get love. And that's not how this works, okay? And I want to reiterate too that it came up on the live. I'm going to pull cards on this, but I feel like that individual is almost like messing with your energy because they don't believe you can create abundance. They feel like you need them. You need them. It's like, how some people romanticize like, oh, we'd fall in love or we'd share a dream or we'd connect spiritually or we'd make beautiful, sexual intimacy, things like that. This person, siren going off, I swear to you, they think you're going to end up destitute and broke and you're going to come crawling back to them and be like, baby, I need your money. I'm so sorry. You are the best thing ever. Thanks for saving my life. I need you. Like that's their romantic fantasy. Paying your bills. What's that song? I don't know how to express myself, so I American express myself. Yeah, someone take me out the club. That's what this is, and you got to cut it off. I can make my own fucking coin. I'm not going to be controlled by you, dominated and consumed because you have money and no emotional anything. Grow up. These are the people that get fucking triggered as fuck. They'll give a gift, they'll take it back. Oh no, I didn't mean that because you conform to my will. And I'm telling you, you be careful. And by the way, there are people in this world, that's all they want. So go find them. If you are someone triggered by this message and you're like, no, but that's true, it's all about money, then go find someone else who thinks it's all about money. Go find your match. But it's not this person. Somebody views you as toxic or abusive and they're cutting you off, man or woman, because they feel like it's only about money. Logic. They feel like you are imbalanced, out of control, you're lacking spirituality, you're lacking emotional capacity, that you have broken hearts in this way, that you delay money or abundance, or again, you pull it back if you don't get your way. And, I always find money such an interesting energy because all money is the quantification of all other energies. Time, attention, communication, emotional vulnerability, spirituality, labor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we use money and we take and give money as a way to try to quantify that. When in reality, it's like if I go have a nice conversation with a neighbor, good morning, how are you? And blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't go well. I can't go back over and be like, I wish I didn't say good morning to you. I wish I didn't give you that energy. Like, come on. And this person, it's like they be given shit and then like it's taking it back. And I know it was not an unpopular, a lot of people didn't know what it meant. And I don't want this to come across as a slang in any way, but many people have heard the term Indian giver, right? And I'm not sure the whole history on that. We had looked a little bit on that, but for those of you familiar with that term, I am not trying to be racist or non-compassionate to Native American culture, okay? Like, I don't know the whole story there in that way, but like that could also, someone let me know in the comments, okay? But even when like Americans settled and like said they give land and then they didn't, or this or that, right? It's like trying to give something and then taking it back is what it's in reference to. That's how this person is. And I don't know another phrase. If you guys know another phrase for that, people that give and then if they don't get their way, they want it back immediately. Oh, I'm going to help you. No problem. No problem, babe. No problem. Oh, you didn't sleep with me. I want it back. Oh, I'm going to help you. No problem. No strings attached. Oh, you posted something I don't like on social media. Give it back. Oh, no, it's totally fine. Family member that needs help. Oh, it's totally fine. Oh, actually, I changed my mind. You didn't call me enough. You didn't invite me to that party. You didn't XYZ. So I'm telling you right now, Ace of Wands, the Chariot, and the Eight of Wands, you need to be determined to cut those motherfuckers out of your life and focus on your own financial abundance. Because they're manifesting, I swear to you, whether they're intentionally doing this or not, because I don't think they got a lot of spirituality going on, their thought process is that this person's going to get stuck. They're not going to be able to travel. They're not going to be able to move on. They're going to need me. They're going to come back and they're going to beg and need me. Don't let that energy interfere with you. It's dark magic, whether they know it or not. And they're going to get more and more anxious. They're going to have to walk through the emotions. They're going to have to walk through those stations of the cross. And they're going to have to ask God why it is they cannot give in full giving, why they cannot give in gratitude with alignment. I give this post to all of you, and I'm not sitting here saying you owe me a like, or you owe me a share, or you owe me a follow, or you owe me money. I give that voice. I give that time. I give that energy, right? I will receive and do accordance what is due to me by God. And the people with the expectations of giving, if you're so spiritually woke, go give where God tells you to give. Don't give because you think you get someone's body, or you get their home, or their children, or you get access to them freely, or they owe you constant communication. It's the sickest thing. Go rebirth yourself. Like like the other day I did a post on like sexual energy being so disgusting. This feels just as disgusting. The imbalances in energy being witnessed right now are unreal. And again, if you just want a partner who is a needy little bitch of a person, man or woman, and just wants to tell you, you're making so much money, give me money, then go for it. Find that person. I'm sure you can. It's called a trophy husband, a trophy wife, right? Go find one. They'll conform to your Barbie standards. But to the rest of us, no. We serve God. And no, they're not coming back. You're delusional. You can wait all you want. You're lying to yourself. They don't want your fucking coin. They don't want your fucking money. They don't want that. Okay? They got something higher than that. Bring me a higher love. My crown's tingling, I'm telling you. Bring me a higher love. Oh, they're not coming back to you. They're not your twin flame. You're the karmic. You see that, right? If you bribe people with money, you are the karmic. Eventually, they will wise up and get the fuck out of Dodge. And they should, because that's bullshit. You don't buy your way in to access to a lover. Money is shared, money is mutual, money is gifted in a kind way. You would never threaten or bribe or intimidate with that. That is a form of abuse, okay? And we're gonna call it for what it is. We're calling a spade, because some people right now seem to think, well, I didn't hit them. I didn't this, I didn't that. You financially manipulated them. And that's what you're trying to do. That's dark as fuck. Figure it out with this full moon, okay? And do not tolerate it to the rest of you. Focus on your own coin. I love you. Bye.